Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. MLB The Show's Game of the Week is coming your way. It's Chinese Taipei going up against the New York Mets. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Chad Edmonds, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop 3rd strike.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Ben Lynn now at the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And that is out of play. Senga, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. 1 out, bases empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Third baseman, number 9.
2 down, bases empty. Here's a big power threat. Yu Chang. And first offering is fouled off. Chang with another scorching run of play lately. Now the 0-1. Foul ball.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in Queens, our starter in this one, Abe. What do you have on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
On the ground to third. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. This one in the dirt. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now. Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Marte leads off second with nobody out. Now before the pitch, he looks him back. In the dirt. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Man at second. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. This one in the air right field, Marcy. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's a Mets lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And a foul ball. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Sizes this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. And it's 2-zip. We head to the second in MLB The Show's. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Troy Johnston. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And now 1 and 2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering way off the plate. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Sam Harley. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Fought off foul. And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Bottom of the second. Ronnie Mauricio now.
Third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
And that one pulled foul.
Nope, that's inside.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Another 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And first offering is fouled off. And a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's Jose Siri. And it's fouled away. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Reaching for it and brings it in. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Citi Field, top half of the 3rd inning. And the batter now, Nate Coe. Senga back to work. Swing and a foul out of play.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog. That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So digging in, Nathan Martorella. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Strike 1. Way out front for strike 2.
You know, Luke, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
1 down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Got him swinging.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. 3rd home run of the season, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Chad Edmonds. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So 2 down. Now here is Ben Lynn. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
here it comes. Outside. And the count is 1-2. That one ripped right center field. That ball's carrying. And it hits the base of the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Starling Marte. And that one fouled off. Taylor at third with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Out to short. Cerna. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Struck out looking his first time. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Hit hard on the ground to short. Jump throw across his body and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Snap throw to first. And he's back standing. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Man at first, 1 away. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Lindor batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to inning number 4. The Mets lead this one 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the power speed combo. Yu Chang. Chang, 29 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back, and that one is gone. He'll touch them all. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 3-2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Troy Johnston. Struck out swinging his first time. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Takes it in for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now the right fielder, Ward Easton. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Fouled off. He was late. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now, Sam Harley just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses, and 1 down below the zone. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Whips it across. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Mauricio swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
1-1.
Right back to him on the mound. On to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
2 outs, base is empty. Cedric Mullins will hit next. Strike 1. Two outs, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That one fouled off.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now the DH, Nathan Martorella. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 1 down, base is empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
2 outs. That one ripped. That's back there. Out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and this game is tied. It's 3-3.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's going to be Chad Edmonds.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Edmonds went deep in his most recent game. He swings and fouls one off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Jose Siri. Number 65. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in 1 inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. And a sac bunt here, and that's foul. Puts a bunt down. Johnston. to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
First and second, no outs. Starling Marte up to hit. Now before the pitch, he looks him back. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0. Siri, the lead runner at second. Taylor on at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's to third, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. Golden opportunity right here. There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Abe is done, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. New arm out of the bullpen, John.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one inside, and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Got him. And that is a big first out.
Boog, I wouldn't know personally unless you're going to consider my little league exploits, but it's got to feel good to break off a curveball like that and completely lock a hitter up, especially on the front door. Listen, I've been on the receiving side of that. It's not a good feeling, but that's really good pitching right there.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Lindor in the box now, takes strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Bases loaded, one away. Last half of inning number 5. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
On the ground to third, might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. 6th inning coming up on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tyler Rogers.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Lynn swings through it for strike one. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Brooks Raley appears to be getting loose. Soto also getting ready. That's towards center. One away. Now the third baseman, Yu Chang. He's already homered here in this one. Foul ball there. The Mets leading by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Out number two.
Boog, as a hitter, there's a clear line between being aggressive at the plate in a good way, attacking pitches you can drive, and then being over-aggressive in a way that plays into the hands of the pitcher. You've got to have pitch recognition, and right there, just way too aggressive. And even though some of those pitches might have looked good coming in, you got to track them a little bit longer because not one of those 4 pitches was actually in the strike zone.
And now Troy Johnston. And that's the third out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. The Mets lead it 4-3. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Francisco Alvarez. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Mauricio now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
That one not close. And the count is 2-2. To the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Number 6 coming into the game now is the injury replacement. Man at first with 1 gone. Cedric Mullins up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. Check on the runner. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. John done for the day, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Number 32 gets the call from the pen.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. And next for the Mets, Jose Siri, 1 for 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, 1 out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. The tag out.
He comes up firing, and there was an anticipation and kind of an excitement when the ball went in his direction that he was going to have an opportunity to throw somebody out. And that's the attitude that aggressive and good outfielders have.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. That just misses. Ball 1. Mullins over at second. Siri at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brooks Raley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Easton goes after that one for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball. Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Ball 1 there. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Raley in his 6th season, 36 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2009. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Taylor moving back. That's long gone. He goes deep in his first at bat off the bench. His 2nd home run of the series, and we are starting over. It's 4-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Next is the designated hitter, Nathan Martorella. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Pinch hitter coming on, Joe Chandler. He represents the go-ahead run. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball right side, sneaks through, base hit.
Now batting, number 95.
Joe Chandler with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
At the plate, Dot Pate. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. That one to first. Alonso steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even now at 4 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Christian Roa. Starling Marte digs in now.
So he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
That clips the corner.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way so far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Acuna batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Got him. 2 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Tied at 4. And that misses. And a count even 1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. Right side. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Mets leave 1. Score remains tied at 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Gregory Soto. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. Edmonds in the box now, takes strike 1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz up and loosening in the pen. To third. Glove side, but it gets through.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now the number 2 hitter getting his first appearance here in the 8th. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Chang, the next to hit.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-1. That one lifted to left. Siri in position. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate. Safe. And they take the lead.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Troy Johnston.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they add on. It's 6-4. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and
Like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the right fielder, Ward Easton. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Last half of the 8th coming up. Chinese Taipei on top here, 6-4. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Roa back to work. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. And that one is out of here. He'll circle the bases. His second of the year. It's 6-5. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. John Yee.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Juan Soto, a runner at first for him, nobody out. Pickoff throw. Mauricio back easily. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. High fly ball out towards left field. Ranging back. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 7-6. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets. In there for strike 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
0-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And that chops in for a strike. And it's even up. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That's too low. And a count 2-1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, designated hitter.
2 down, bases empty. And now the Mets DH, Starling Marte. On the ground to the left. Jumps, throws to first, and he beats it.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Outside low, 1-0. And that's in for a strike. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 7-6 ball game. The 9th inning is next on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here in Queens, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's going to be Sam Harley. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And he chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Number 65 swings through it for strike 1.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute.
Slider got him for strike 3.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. And next is the designated hitter, Joe Chandler. Yeah, that's fouled off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
1-run game here today. Your final score 7-6. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.